This has been amazing just to be behind the scenes and see how we have put this together.
Don't you think we're going to have like a surreal moment here?
My background is in broadcast journalism.
So I'm used to sitting down, getting those stories told. And not only am I excited for what's happening on the track, but also what's happening off the track.
I just don't feel like our sport has had that opportunity.
Hey guys, what's up and welcome to Reaction Time. I'm Kayla Zadell. Coming up on today's show, highlights from Duck X Productions' Lights Out 16, plus championship scenarios as we head into the final event of the Drag Illustrated Winter Series. So before we get into all that, let's talk about Lights Out. It was a busy weekend at South Georgia Motorsports Park as everyone battled cold weather and the tough competition that was on the property, including Ken Quartuccio. Fresh off of his U.S. Street Nationals victory, Ken Q went back-to-back and claimed the Radial versus the World win. Ken lined up against Australia's John Rica in the final round and turned on the win light with a 3:49. And then you see him, there we go again. Great side-by-side pass there. Now, Ken Q also claimed the #1 qualifier award and took the Radial versus the World class record for the quickest pass, at a 3:47, and that happened as you can see there at night. Then in Pro 72, it was Grantley Schloss versus the drag radial veteran Brad Edwards in the final round. Edwards powered to a win in his 97 Cobra Mustang. As you can see, Schloss had some troubles at the starting line there. And now you might remember Schloss because he won Pro 275 at the US Street Nationals just last month and beat Edwards, believe it or not, in the semifinals. Also, Edwards set the new Pro 275 turbo record with a stout 366 with a 9. Then in limited drag radial, Rob Galobo won on a hole shot in his 2019 Corvette. He clocked a 391 at 191 miles per hour to Greg Blevins' 390 at also going 191 miles per hour. Now, of course, there were some crazy wild moments at Lights Out, as there always are. History has shown that. And in this case, Sean Murder Nova Ellington went for a wild ride. Let's take a look. Here we go. Murder Nova goes airborne in what he calls the OG after leaving the starting line, getting all 4 wheels off the track, and then takes a hard landing. You can see it's kind of crazy. This happened during qualifying, and we're happy to report that he was okay. And they got the car checked out and made it up for eliminations on Saturday. Let's take a look at it one more time in slow motion. All 4 wheels off the ground. Crazy scary. If you go over to his Facebook page, he does have an in-car video and several different angles of it if you want to take a look at it. But we're glad to say he's okay. And he will be at the World Series Pro Mod later this week, so that's exciting. Now, congrats to all of the winners at Lights Out 16, and we'll be right back after this break from Burmax.
Welcome to the 1600, Burmax's newest model. This bike can reach up to 32 miles per hour. Let's get a rundown of all the features. This bike has a lithium-ion battery, can hold up to a 6'4", 350-pound rider. Super bright LED lighting, also has 4 different modes to adjust the speed. Get yourself one of our other models and ride with your friends. You won't regret it.
Hey guys, so I've been talking about it for weeks, and it's finally the week of the World Series of Pro Mod at Bradenton Motorsports Park. First, let's take a look at the schedule. We start with Pro Mod qualifying on Thursday with 2 rounds, followed by the Strange Engineering Racer Appreciation Party, and then recently added just last week, the inaugural Practice Tree Shootout, also at the VIP Pavilion. And if you're interested in participating in that, contact JT Hudson or Lyle Barnett. And then on Friday, 3 rounds of Pro Mod qualifying. Yes, exciting, which will end with a highly anticipated chip draw. It's always a good time, always exciting. You never know what you're going to get. And then on Saturday, we start race day for Pro Mods. Also, don't miss out on your other favorite classes like Mountain Motor Pro Stock, Top Dragster, Top Sportsman, Pro 10.5, Lil Gangstas, and Super Pro. There you go. I think I got them all in. And before we go, let's take a look at the DI Winter Series championship scenarios ahead of the World Series of Pro Mod. I know that's what everybody's talking about. Now, thanks to Winter Series race director Gavin Carter for crunching numbers and coming up with this info, and also for Nate Van Wagenen writing this story. Now, I'm not going to read them all here, but you can see on the screen, if Ken does not qualify, Cam Hensley and Up have a theoretical chance to win. If Ken Quartuccio qualifies, everybody below Ryan Hayward is eliminated. And if Ken wins round one, everyone below Travis Harvey is eliminated. And for Travis to win, he'd have to win the race and out-qualify Ken by 5 spots. And then here we go. If Ken wins round 2, everyone but Kai is eliminated. I know people are watching Kai Kelly as well. There's several different championship scenarios there with Ken Q and Kai Kelly. You can check out the full standings of the DI Winter Series, the current point standings on thewinterseries.com. So you can kind of follow along with what I'm talking about there. And so, like I said, World Series of Pro Mod starts on Thursday of this week. Get your tickets at thewinterseries.com. And if you can't be there in person, watch on Flow Racing. So guys, that's it for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, stay tuned to dragillustrated.com and our social media for the latest updates. I'm Kayla Zadell, and this is Reaction Time.